I still can't believe I'm doing this. For anybody that knows me, this is absolutely crazy and it's so out of my comfort zone. But my name is Randy Baines and I'm here to make $1,000,000. End of day recap, take two. Hey, what's up, everyone? I just recorded a whole video and realized that my microphone was off, so let's do this all over again. So I didn't trade my funded accounts today. I wasn't liking the price action. I switched to my challenge accounts. I will get into this, what my ideas were and what was my thinking or thought process behind what I did. So basically, I came into the morning looking at the 15-minute chart. We had this big push up at MOC yesterday at market close. And then, obviously we're going to have a pullback with that big of a 24-point candle move. So through the overnight, price was a little choppy here. And then we get the buyers take control into the open of the Asian session. We get an immediate pullback down, and now we stay below the start of day VWAP with the sellers being in control for the remainder of the pre-market and through London session. Coming into pre-market, we get a push here. I believe there was some news this morning, and either way, we get a bullish push back up, and now we have made a new high. So looking at this, we're still making higher lows. Everything is looking bullish. So I have no reason to be looking at the shorts. I want to come in and look for a pullback and get long somewhere around this start of day VWAP. Now, when we switch over to the 1-minute chart, we have market open here. You can see this push up, and then we get a pullback. I was initially thinking I would get in here somewhere long and call this a bounce off of the start of day VWAP. But, the price action just didn't feel good to me. And there was also some bearish movement on NQ. So I wasn't quite comfortable. So I decided at this point, I'm not going to trade my funded accounts. I didn't want to head into the weekend with an unneeded loss. So I switched over to my challenge accounts. As price chopped around, I kind of hummed and hawed. What did I want to do? We have an 8-point range, which makes it quite tight, and this could easily set up to be a rangy day. We could have a move up or down. So, and I wasn't 100% seeing the price action clear, or the price action just wasn't clear. So I decided to take a trade in my challenge accounts just so I could look for the setup I was looking for, get some practice. And I have these 3 free Apex accounts that were given to me for testing their new beta software platform, Wealth Charts. So they're free accounts. And I said, you know what? I want to trade these. If not, I'm not going to pay the monthly subscription fee for them. So I basically looked for a trade. So this was my first entry. As price pulls down, once we pulls under the New York VWAP, sellers are in control. Sellers take full control once we get under the start of day VWAP, and now we're below the opening range low. As price chops around here, I consider this, I don't know if I can consider this a retest, but I definitely consider this a retest. Initial balance has set in now. Price is using the initial balance low as support and the opening range low as resistance. As we get a push off down again, I'm looking at the edgeful double break stat. Since we broke the initial balance low here, I'm looking for it to break again and then to get some extension down. So I enter 3 minis, not 2. This was a typo. I enter 3 minis. Price pushes down a bit. Bookmap is showing orders down here at 61.40, which is roughly previous day VWAP and the lows from the pre-market. So here we get this push down. I'm excited. It's going to go. And what happens? This initial balance low is being used as support. The buyers step in. We get a push back up. Now they're able to hold and defend the start of day VWAP. After this hold is where I start to lose faith in my thesis. So as we get a push back above the New York, buyers are fully in control here. They managed to hold this level, which again was a level of resistance prior, has turned into a level of support now. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to cut this trade. So I saved myself 1.5 points extra of loss if I stuck in it for a full loss. I just as easily could have made this a 10-point stop, and I still would have got stopped out. So there was no right way to look at the trade unless I had my stop on the opening above the opening range high, which is just, that's not my trading style. That's just a massive stop. Anyway, so I cut my losses. I take a $1,300 loss on the account. It is what it is. The thesis was there. The entry was, you know, I'm still not upset with the entry. I could have waited for a stronger break again, but these challenges accounts, I gotta swing a little bit more aggressively with them. I'm trying to pass them in a time frame, and I got some size on. So all in all, it was in my mind a good entry for what I was looking for, and I took my losses early, so I knew I was wrong and got out of the trade. So I waited a little bit, and exactly what I was looking for in my first trade happens. Now, since I took the loss on the first trade, I wanted this to clearly break the initial balance low, which it does with selling strength, takes these lows. This candle opens. We get almost flips as it's going to turn around. And I'm like, is this just a fake out, taking out the stops that are here and faking everyone out and then pushing higher? But with price forming these higher lows up here, in my mind, the buyers are getting exhausted. They were just waiting. The sellers were waiting to gain, you know, a little bit of strength, and some of the buyers just to probably leave. And we get this push down. So I'm like, I'm entering here. I'm taking this trade. I'm short 2 minis this time. I didn't go 3 because I had taken that loss on the previous trade. And so I decided to size down a bit just to minimize the loss again with this choppy price action. And who knows where the price honestly is going to go. So I'm targeting a large block of liquidity now at 61.30. We've taken these lows at 140. And we're going to take this previous day's VWAP. And as we first take it, you can see this looks like it's just going to slide lower. Instead, we find the buyers will find some support here. Again, I think the buyers are exhausted by now, and they've been fighting this all morning. So once we get below this, NQ has already taken its previous day VWAP, which is telling me, you know, everything is all the signs are pointing down. I had a time stop, unfortunately. I had a doctor's appointment to get to, so I had to close the trade. I closed it for 675 in profit. Got back half my losses on the day. You know what? I'm good with that. I can't always catch the whole move. If I would have stayed in 5 minutes later, I would have caught some and caught the rest of the move and some. But it is what it is. This is the whole game of trading. You just got to be content with the decisions you make, and you got to, yeah, that's basically it. You just got to be content. Like you got to make these decisions, and you got to be okay with it. Anyways, right here, as we take these orders, this you can see the selling strength just blow up as these orders down here in the 130s get filled. And as we say in trading, price action or price likes to take the escalator up and the elevator down. Clearly here, the elevator doors opened, push down, and you know, next stop's going to be the basement. So either or, it was a choppy day to start. Finally, the short sellers came in, just overwhelmed the buyers. The buyers were exhausted. It's Friday. Who knows? It's just one of those days, right? Friday's one of those days you don't necessarily want to trade too heavy on either, because price action could go either way. You don't know who's in the market, who's off. Anyways, that was my day. So all in all, got half my losses back. I had a great day. In my mind, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the trades I took. I'm happy I stayed flat in my funded accounts. Gonna have some firepower for Monday. Look forward to it. And yeah, and please subscribe. Any comments, you know, throw them in there, and I'll do a video and try and break down my chart a little better, kind of, you know, my indicators, the colors I use, kind of what I'm looking at. So, you know, when you guys are watching these videos, you get a better idea. But anyways, you guys, everybody go enjoy the weekend. I'm about to do the same. And yeah, thanks for watching.